Hello, 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 and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction, Monday edition. Thank y'all ever so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Your presence is a present to me. I hope everybody is having a great day. It's been a wonderful day for me. We got a little cold burst today. So it's been in the 50s. I've been wearing long sleeves and not having to turn the air, not even having to turn on air conditioning today. I think of this crisp, cool weather as a wonderful gift from God. And speaking of gifts from God, here's our Holy Spirit Firefall Jane, who is such a blessing and a gift from God. Hi, Jane.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi, Belle. Love you. Hi,
Love you
everyone.
too. So I was just saying what great weather we're having and what a wonderful day it is. And I wanted to make a few announcements. The first announcement is asking y'all to vote in a poll that I'm having on my YouTube community page. It's a poll about a pop-up. Now, last week I had posted a poll to see if y'all wanted to do a part two of the stationery auction because we were having a wonderful auction, and then sadly, but my internet just started buffering and then going out, and I had some great stuff I was dying to show you, and I think that y'all would have really enjoyed. So some of the mods and I were talking that maybe we should do a pop-up part two. So I put up that poll, and over 77% of y'all thought we should do a pop-up. But the question is when? So usually I think about pop-ups for Thursday, but it turns out that Thursday is da, 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 my friend Colleen's birthday. And I should have remembered it was her birthday. Not only because we're friends, but last year she happened to be broadcasting on her birthday, and I was the guest on her show. I know most of y'all haven't seen me as a guest. I just haven't been chosen this year, other than the marathons. But last year we were reminiscing, and I realized I was first on the night, sadly, that her cat went missing. And then I was on for her birthday. And then the delight of my life was getting to spend New Year's Eve celebrating in each of the time zones for her. So that was the ultimate blessing, because normally when you're a single girl and you're home alone, you didn't get asked out. It's just all crying and loneliness and gnashing of teeth. So to get to celebrate with friends and lots of people in the chat was just the ultimate. So I should have remembered it was her birthday. So my choices are either to go much, much, much earlier, like 4 o'clock or so, or instead of my Sunday snack auction, just to take one day and turn it into a stationery sale instead, because y'all are already used to coming and seeing me at that day and time. And so it would just be a change in items. So I'm hoping that y'all will go vote in that poll so I know what to do. And as always, Haley's going to help me out with a thumbnail. We've already been messaging about it today. And I don't normally brag about how great people treat me, because I don't want to make anybody jealous. But this is to show you how great Haley is. Haley made thumbnails for both, in case y'all voted either way. She is that kind, that generous, that thoughtful, and that prepared. So I just love that. And I just had to brag on sweet Haley. She truly thinks of everything, and she's not afraid to do extra work just in case. So I adore that kind of friendship. And I didn't ask her to make multiples. No, no, no. She just did that on her own. I'm like, I never would have asked you for this. And I think it's because I wouldn't have asked that she just decided to do it. Okay, well, let me scroll to the top and start saying some hellos. All right, first in the chat, I see Chew. Hello, Chew. Next, I see Crochet Queen Kathy. Hello, Kathy. And I can see Jane is already saying hello, her hellos in the chat. Thank you for that. Next, I see my favorite teenager, Shelby. Hello, hello, Shelby. Our King Ballerino is here. All hail King Craig. And if you want to be a Queen Ballerina or King Ballerino, all you have to do is press the join button, just like Blingy did last week. I'm excited to be up to 8 members now. So thank y'all for that. I really appreciate the members. Next, I see we have Janice. Hello, hello, Janice. So great to see you. Okay, let me make another announcement, which is to remind everybody that tonight is the last night that you can add your invoices. That Wednesday and Thursday are my packing days and my invoicing days. And I pack and invoice every single week. So y'all need to pay every single week, because I want to remind you that I do not cancel invoices, that all sales are final, all items are as is and where is. The only time you can retract is during the auction. And oh, hi, Nancy. Hello, hello. You'll see Nancy's name's in green because she's a member. And all the way from the Netherlands, Mr. Terry Bear. I'm so glad you could be here, Mr. Terry. Okay, if for some reason somebody is lurking and you have never bought anything before, but you think you might possibly want to buy something, then send a registration email to me. Jane will also put it in the chat so you can copy and paste it. Just let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send the invoice and where to send the items you win. After you sent me the registration, you can bid. And the way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you know how much you are going to be billed on your invoice. You do have a choice of 2 payment options, either Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees and it's guaranteed by the banking system. But you can also pay with PayPal. Even with PayPal, you can press the Pay Now button, or you can do the harder option and send it friends or family. And if you know ahead that you want to send it friends and family, then I'll send you what's called an estimate rather than an invoice. It looks just the same in that everything is itemized, but there isn't the Pay Now button. Why? Because you automatically have to send it friends and family. So there's that option too. And if anybody wants to get on the estimates rather than the invoices, because you know ahead that you want to help me out by paying friends and family, then you can just let Jane know in the chat and we'll start sending your bills as estimates rather than invoices. Okay, I think that covers everything. If there are specific things y'all want to see in the chat, go ahead and write it there. Let me know. And I'll try to bring those things out if I possibly can. If not, then Jane will make a note and I will bring it out on Saturday. Okay, if you would, click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Also click the share button and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Instagram, Facebook, on all your Discords, including mine. Hopefully you're a member of mine already, but if not, go ahead and join. It's totally free. It's a direct way to message with me, many of the other auction goers, the mods. Also, you can post pics. We have tons of categories, including selfies, pets, food, arts, crafts, things I bought at auction, all kinds of fun ways to interact and see things behind the scenes. Oh, Terry says it's dark now, but it's nice weather when the sun comes up. For me too, and I think for Jane and even most people in America, that it's dark for all of us now. And but it's lovely during the day. It was in the 50s here. And Terry, you can call Holy Spirit Firefall, which is kind of a long name, the four-letter word of Jane. Her name is Jane. So that will save you having to write out all of that. She actually likes to be called Jane in the chat, so you feel free to do that. Oh, it's 2:11 in the Netherlands. Well, I don't know why you aren't sleeping, but I am so blessed that you are awake and here with us. And if you want to do some not shopping, you feel free. But if you just want to listen to our voices while you're going back to sleep, that is mighty fun too. Okay. We're going to get the auction started with a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything is going to start at just $1 for choice. And I put this grid out here because my mods all seem to love the grid. But this grid has numbers rather than letters. So sometimes that helps me, sometimes it doesn't. My eyesight's so poor that sometimes I have a hard time telling which letter's which. But hopefully y'all will bear with me, help me out. So here we go. We've got lots of different choices. R to me kind of looks like the Cinderella coach. Q and P look like cute little butterflies that have a little baby butterfly dangle. Kind of reminds me of Jane and Haley, or at least maybe when Haley was just a young little butterfly dangle. She's a full adult now. If y'all don't know her, trust me, she's an adult. Okay. Otherwise, she wouldn't be making my thumbnails because, child labor. All right. O is a English horn. N is a very 3D style microphone. It's not flat. So if you're looking for something that's going to lay flat, N does not lay flat. It's totally 3D. M and G are both fabulous little hats with a bow. Next, we have H, which is a cute little bee. Next to it, we have a keyboard. It could be an organ, a piano, a synthesizer. Then we have a guitar, a musical cymbal, and I love music. At the top row, we've got an electric guitar, some music cymbals, which are 2/8 notes that are tied together. Then we have a oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing the chat. Haley didn't necessarily make dinner. Jane might have made dinner. You never know. Or they might have ordered food or made takeout. Let's not put anybody on the spot. Okay, then let's see. We've got the treble clef. Then we have a cello, a set of drums, and lastly, at the top corner, a trombone. I'm glad you got a notification, CQ. Oh, taco salads. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so back to the auction. Any interest in any of these beautiful charms? These are $1 starting bid for choice. So whether you're a music lover, a butterfly lover, a hat lover, some cute little bees, lots of different choices, just $1. Several of these could be combined together. on one charm bracelet for a nice musical motif. Some of these I have multiples in case you want to make a set of earrings. Mr. Terry's in for one. So not all of these have duplicates, but some do. The ones that are available in duplicates are the cute little bee and the cute little butterfly. Everything else is a one and done. Okay, we've got Mr. Terry there in for $1. Anybody for $1.25? We're at fair warning. So remember to tell us which one are ones and what quantities, and then let us know when you're done. And then if anybody wants to get in for second choice, we will open it up to the chat. Everybody congratulate Mr. Terry there. And this is a great time to remind everybody to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Also to make sure you are on the live chat, not that top chat. That top chat will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. And make sure that little red line is all the way forward. Okay, let me grab a little baggie and we'll see what all Mr. Terry picks. Okay, he is picking B. B is the drum set. Great choice. And then F, which is the electric guitar. The next one, N? I think so. If I'm wrong, let me know. Or Jane, if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, I think N is the microphone. And BFN keyboard. Okay, I love when y'all use real words. That helps me out. And guitar. Okay, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mr. Terry. Everybody congratulate Mr. Terry on his first purchase of the night. Welcome, Patty. I'm so glad to see you, Patty. You're always a ray of sunshine. Hi, Connie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're going to open this up to the chat now. Who else wants to get in on these wonderful charms that sold for just $1? So if you want to pick from what's left, your price too would be just $1. A few of these have multiples. You're looking for the ones with multiples. It's the bee and the butterfly. Everything else is a one and done. Okay, Patty's going to pick. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Patty is picking D and K. All right, D is the treble clef symbol. And, oh, K is this wonderful musical symbol. Oops, oops. Look how beautiful this is. Great choices. Okay, that's going to Patty. Anybody else want to choose? You've got time until I scrape it to the side, and even after I scrape it to the side, you can still buy on a delayed basis by letting Jane know or by watching the replay. Alice, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for coming. Alice is one of those kind people who often watches the replay even when she can't attend the auction. That helps me so much. I just appreciate it more than y'all know when you are kind enough to watch the replay. Okay, Alice is going to take P. All right, let me grab an envelope. Oh, how many of P did you want? I do have multiples of P. Oh, and let's see. Patty would like to see R up close. To me, it looks like Cinderella's coach. To me, it has quite the Disney vibe. Jane would probably know better. I don't know if Cinderella's coach has a particular color. This one's pretty in pink. Okay, she's going to go with 1, and it was P. Okay, that's the one with the light pink stone. So it's this one. Great choice. Let's get that little envelope for you. Katie Marie, hello, hello. Katie Marie, if you'd like to co-host, I could drop the link. Jane is here, but Jane has some background noise going on, so I'm sure she'd be happy for you to co-host if you're feeling up to it or you're interested, unless or until her background noise is done. Katie Marie did a great job of hosting for my stationery sale. Okay, so Patty's going to go for R. All right. Here we go. Okay, let me drop the link real quick. And I'm sure Jane doesn't mind at all. So I don't want y'all to feel like you're stepping on Jane's toes. In fact, Jane will probably tell you that that you're doing her a favor. But shout out to Lucy. We love Lucy, even when Lucy is a little loud. Oh. Okay, anybody else for these choices? Well, I'm glad these have been so popular. I might have to do another round of these at the top of the hour because we do have dollar rounds at the top of every hour here on this channel. And I always debate which one should I show, because I never know which one y'all want to see. So as I learn more of your taste, then it will help me to know which ones you want to see. Oh, and Crochet Queen Kathy is like, Jane, tell them you're busy. Tell them to be quiet so we can hear you. I'm sure we will hear Jane later in the broadcast. So, things will eventually settle down. It's okay. Yes, I've gotten yours, Mr. Terry. I got yours first. And there's Miss Katie. Let me just add her to the stage. The great thing about StreamYard is while I'm limited to 2 people, myself and a guest, on Restream, StreamYard lets me add more people. But I'm going to go full screen just so everybody can see the merchandise, but y'all should still be able to be heard when you choose to unmute yourselves. And I hope that y'all will, because I'd love for everybody to be talking and social and collaborative. Okay, anybody else before I scrape these to the side? And Katie, just remind me to bring some more of these up at the top of the hour, please.
I will do that. Congratulations on your purchases, everyone.
All right, let's not start telling Jane what to do, Shelby. Okay, Jane's an adult and we appreciate her. We don't ever want to pressure anybody. And we are delighted to have Katie here. Okay, I'm going to move these aside. Now, before I move these aside, notice this grid has 3 rows. It's because these are $1 because these are the smallest size I have. I'm going to return with different items on a different grid, and you'll see the next grid only has 2 rows because they are bigger items, which is why they are going to be a little bit more money. Okay, here's the next grid. These are going to be $2 for choice. $2 for choice. Let me show you what I have. Okay, first I'm going to start out with some lovely crosses that have gemstones in the center. This gemstone is light blue. This gemstone, oh wait, that's light blue too. Oops, I thought it was green at first. My eyesight is so bad, y'all. This one is purple. This one is pink. This one's red. Okay, this one's green. And let me get 3 other things since I have a little extra room. Okay, next I have an Eiffel Tower. Well, maybe I should set it up this way. You might be able to see it better. Also, I have this pretty little lady in a fancy dress. And I've got this enameled whale tail. Or I suppose it could be a mermaid tail. Look who it is! Even though it's her birthday coming up on Thursday, look what she did. Let me put it on the screen and let me play. Oh, I'm on StreamYard.
Welcome in, Colleen, and thank you so much.
Normally, I would play Haley's fabulous super chat song, which talks about letting the good times roll. But I'm on StreamYard tonight, so I can't play my intro, my outro, or my super chat song. But I hope that you can hear my heart and hear how delighted I am at your generous super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much, Colleen.
Belle, you should sing a little song from your heart. You sing so beautifully.
Oh, I'm all choked up now. That is not the easiest time to sing. And of course, the first song that comes to my mind is I Want to Thank You, Thank You, Thank You, which is Colleen's theme song rather than mine. Oh, because mine is Let the Good Times Roll. I'm going to collect myself just a minute, and I'm sure I will spontaneously sing something. I feel like it's probably too soon to sing Happy Birthday since it's on Thursday. Do you think it's too soon? I could just sing Happy Birthday.
Aw, she would love that.
Oh, she would love that. Okay.
She would.
Happy
Yes.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colleen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, birthday to you.
Happy early birthday, Colleen. Thank you so much for the super chat.
And I was saying at the beginning of the program that last year I happened to be on Colleen's birthday telecast on her own channel. And we kept trying to sell, but people were stopping by to wish her happy birthday. She kept getting deliveries. Her beloved mother baked her a cake. It was so much fun to get to be there and experience and see all of the wonderful things that were happening for her birthday.
And Belle, I think you can always give it a laissez le bon temps rouler.
That's true. Absolutely, I can. And interestingly enough, I spent my birthday on Colleen's show because for those of y'all that don't know, Colleen does a Christmas in July, and my birthday happens to fall on July 25th. So therefore, Colleen's channel was the right place for me to be on that Christmas in July marathon. So I guess I'll technically always be spending my birthdays with Colleen. So it's kind of nice that Colleen came by so that I could celebrate hers with her. And of course, I'll be in the chat on Thursday. All right. Well, we have $2 for choice, these beautiful crosses. I've also got an Eiffel Tower, a pretty lady in a fabulous hat and a long gown, and this enameled multicolor whale tail. And sorry, y'all, I just got talking. I know it's supposed to be selling stuff. Aw, thank you, Jane.
Such beautiful choices of crosses tonight, everybody.
And those crosses could be your birthstone. It could be the birthstone of a family member. It could be a gift to remember one of your past beloved relatives. All right. Any interest on these? Okay, last call. I'm going to scrape these to the side and replace these with something else then. Last call. Okay. All right, let's try again and see if I can pick better this time. Okay. First, I'm going to have 3 hearts that are sparkly. You know, this could be mama, daddy, baby. To me, it looks like the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You know, everybody's going to perceive it a little bit differently. Here is a fabulous cross with a rose in the center. Next, I've got this cute little kitty. Here is a different little kitty. I think it was that one that Kitty told me was called Tuxedo. I'm not sure if that was Tuxedo or not. I think maybe so. I've got 3 little butterflies in a sparkly frame. Here's another cute little kitty cat. Melissa's going to be so sad. She missed all these kitties. But Melissa's at a family event tonight in another town. So I told her, don't worry about it. We will carry on in your honor. Next, I'm sure you will recognize this little guy. Looks like a crawfish to me, although some of y'all might say otherwise. And last but not least, I've got, this one's a little bit big and kind of fallen off the grid, but it just means it's a greater value heart. Now, these two are in bronze tone. That's why they're so much darker. They're not black, they're not discolored, they're just in a bronze tone, if that makes sense.
Terry is in at 2.
Wonderful.
Thank you for stopping in, Connie. We're glad that you were able to come in for a little bit.
Take care, sweetheart. Have a great evening.
I love those sweet kitties and all that pretty bling.
Oh, I'm so glad. All right, we're going once. Fair warning. And Katie, you feel free to be the one to read the going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold.
Sold to Terry Bear. Congratulations, Terry. Be sure to let us know which ones or one you would like.
Okay, he's going to take C and G, and I only have one of each of those, so no need to ask about quantity. Everybody congratulate Mr. Terry. Okay, does anybody want to get in for second pick? Now, if you're looking to make earrings, let me tell you which ones I have multiples of. I have multiples of A, the harp, E, the crawfish, and to some people it may look like a lobster, and H, the 3 hearts. Okay, anybody else before I scrape these to the side and we keep it going?
Anyone interested in a sweet charm tonight?
Okay, last call. I'm about to scrape these to the side. Okay, let's see what else we can put out there. I've got this beautiful key. It almost kind of looks like a crown at the top. Oh, well, it's kind of fallen off. Trying to figure out how to get it on here. It's a little bit big for this size grid. Sorry. Okay. Next, for those of you who like sparkle. This one is super sparkly. We have a tree of life for those of you that like to celebrate family, or maybe it's a gift for family. Look at some pretty butterflies I have. I think this one might be a dragonfly, but it might be a butterfly. Animal identification is not a strong suit.
Belle, how much are these going to be?
Still $2.
Okay, thank you.
I'm so sorry. Until I say otherwise, they're $2. Although when I get to glass will be $3. Okay, and then let's see. Next, I have an owl. The owl is bronze tone. That's why it's darker. And last but not least, I have this one. And it's got a white stone in it. I think it might be a white jade, but I don't have a stone tester, y'all. I'm selling these for $2. So you just take it as pretty.
Terry's in it too. Anyone else interested?
Now, if you're wondering which ones have duplicates, it's only A and E. It's the only ones with duplicates. Everything else is a one and done.
I can see these making such beautiful pendants.
Oh, indeed. Or earrings or charm bracelets. Mr. Terry, do you make jewelry?
We're at fair warning. Anyone else interested for $2.25? And congratulations, Terry. Be sure to let us know which one you would like.
4 ones. You're welcome to pick as many as you like.
Terry would like letter G.
The tree of life. Excellent. Okay, any other ones? Let us know if you're still picking or you're done, and then we'll open it up to the chat. Oh, just a collector. Well, that sounds wonderful to me. Okay, anybody else? Oh, I did find some more of D in case somebody was saying, oh, I like that key, but one just won't work for me. I did find a few more of that key. Just in case somebody was thinking about those.
Anybody else in chat interested?
Okay, last call on these. I'm about to scrape them to the side. All right, let's go one more time at $2, and then we'll go a little fancier. Okay. First, in the bronze tone, I've got this leaf. This is probably too big for the grid. Sorry. But it just shows what a great value you're getting. Also, in the bronze tone, I've got this leaf. And this leaf has a fun secret. The fun secret isn't just the texture or the lines on the top, but you can hang it upside down if you want to, and this will be the veil. Or you can put your necklace or even a cord or string through here. So two different ways to wear it, this way or this way. I just love that it has so much flexibility to it. Okay, next option is this guitar that also has a cross on it. Maybe somebody in Christian music, somebody who plays at church, somebody who is up in heaven and was a great musician, perhaps. Okay, next I've got some enamel leaves. Look at the beautiful colors of this first enamel leaf.
How beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Here's the next enamel leaf, and I love that it's almost divided in half with different colors going down. There are so many people that, have like a rock and roll in a countryside, or, a metropolitan and a countryside. So whatever it is. And here's another enamel leaf. This one has some subtle colors for those who like neutrals. Next in the bronze, I've got this owl, and this owl, let me flip it over, is heavy and molded. So hopefully y'all can see this is not a thin little pendant. And last but not least, I have this beautiful wing. Now, with my Christian faith, I see it as an angel wing, but it could be the wing of a bird or something else.
These are all such great choices, and I love how unique they are, and like you said, how textured they are. Terry's in it too, looking for $2.25.
And I see we have 15 watching. Y'all click the thumbs up for me, please. That's a free and easy way you can support my channel. Looking for $2.25.
Going once to Terry at $2. Going twice to Terry at $2. Anyone else for $2.25? Fair warning.
Well, Terry picked a good night to wake up in the middle of the night, right when I was having jewelry. It just worked out perfectly. Like God couldn't have set that up any better.
And sold to Terry. Be sure to let us know which one or ones you would like.
Okay, help me out. Does that say 8B? My eyesight's so bad, Miss Katie.
I see B.
Okay, all right.
Just B.
Okay. Thank you so much. I've got B for you. He must have thought it was a sweet face, just like Jane. Okay, anybody else? After this, I'm going to get out a bigger grid, and we're going to go to the $3 mark. And I'm going to bring out glass pendants. Anybody else? Oh, Jean likes glass? I didn't know that. Okay, last call. I'm about to scrape these to the side. And y'all remember at the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round. Okay, let me bring yet a bigger grid out. Okay, I think I'm going to need to raise up my camera a little bit. All right, I think it's going to fit better now. All right, let me show you what I've got. This is the only one that has multiple colors where the color is variegated. All the rest are going to be solid colors. And they're all going to be crosses. And they all already have a big veil on them, which makes it so convenient. Hopefully, I'll have everybody's favorite color. And of course, with them being glass, these are heavier. So we're looking for $3 starting bid on these. I think
These
it's
are
so
such wonderful
convenient.
choices tonight, Belle, and so many great
you.
colors.
Don't you think it's so convenient when they already have the bail? All you have to do is string your favorite chain necklace, your favorite cord, or even just an organza ribbon through, and you're just, boom, ready to go.
Yes, I agree. I think it's so easy that, you know, like you said, you could put a cord or a ribbon through it. You don't have to have a chain, and it's ready to wear or ready to gift.
Absolutely. Okay, any interest at the $3 mark?
And I love that they're all a little bit different. They're all a little bit unique and different shapes and size. I think they're all just very special looking.
Aw, thank you. Okay, well, if there's no interest, then we can clear these away. Would y'all prefer to see something with a natural stone, or would you maybe prefer to see some other glass? You'll let me know what you'd like to see. Okay, let me move these to the side then.
And the auction is always available if you happen to be watching tonight and can't decide. You can always go back and watch the replay and send Belle an email or comment on Discord to let Belle know which one you would like to purchase.
Okay, now if you maybe liked glass, but a cross isn't something that you wanted, let me show you a couple of other glass items that are different. Okay, here's the first one. Now I want to show you the side so y'all can see how thick the glass is. And then we've got a floral motif inside. This is the bail to it. I'm going to put this one on L. Also, I have that design in a pink. Put that on F. There's a yellow color. Oops. Well, it just wants to turn to the side. Okay, here is a blush pink. So it's kind of looking white on screen. Here's a hot pink. I have just a couple in hearts. Once again, this is the bale. Once again, look how nice and thick it is. So here's a heart. Here's another heart. Let's see, what can I fill up the grid with? Okay, next I have these Tree of Life, but they have natural gemstones on them. So here's the back, it's smooth and flat. Here is the top with the gemstones, and here we have a barrel clasp. So I'm going to put this one with the gemstones on I. And I have a couple of different ones, different tones, different gemstones. Okay, one little spot left. Let's see. What could I put on that one little spot?
You beat me to it, Jane. I was just going to comment that there's little butterflies in the corner of those glass trees. So if you're a butterfly person, that would be a great choice too.
And this one is some kind of turquoise, I think. Got an open back so the stone can breathe. So $3 per choice. Terry Bear is in for $3.
Terry's in at 3, looking for $3.25. I think those trees would be a great necklace for the springtime or coming into spring, because I think trees and the blossoms and the flowers and the butterflies just signify like a new life or a new beginning. So I think that would be a great springy coming into necklace, or even a great gift for someone who's starting a new chapter in their life, maybe.
Absolutely. I think for a baby announcement, a shower gift, for the mother, for the grandmother who is expanding her family, those Tree of Life is a celebration for all generations. And turquoise jewelry is a great symbol of the Southwest. It has a lovely setting on G. Great veining in it.
Fair warning, anyone interested? Sold to Terry.
I wonder what he'll pick. Oh, and these are all one and done. There's no multiples.
Terry would like to have letter D, and he wants it to be sent to Nana. Please.
Okay, I will do that. Now, I make this announcement at every auction, but anytime you send a gift to somebody, if they already have items going to them, then I can just add it to their box. If they don't already have items going to them, then you do have to pay for the shipping to get that gift from me to them. So hopefully everybody knows that, but I am sure Nana will love that. So pretty. Thank you so much, Mr. Terry. We will mark it as a gift from Terry Bear. All right, anybody else? And Jane's right, kindness wins.
What a nice gift, Terry. Anyone else interested?
Okay, last call on these. All right, let me move these to the side.
Belle, before you do that, Lady
Yeah.
Braven would like G and H, please.
Okay. Now, if I don't put these back in the right spots, Katie, help me out here, because I may have grabbed the wrong ones. Did I put them back in the right spots? Well, it doesn't matter because she's going with G and H. Okay, G&H. Hi, Lady Braven. I didn't even realize you were here. I'm so glad you're here.
Welcome in, Lady Braven.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, now, once again, I'm going to try to gather these up. Oh, sorry. It's a great time to click the thumbs up. Okay, next, I have some of these column pendants. I don't know if y'all are familiar with these, but it's a natural stone that is in a harness and has a bale at the top, and they're usually called column pendants. And you'll see this turquoise has beautiful veining in it. Still $3. We're going to put that on L. Here's the next one. This one will be K, E, J, D, I. Oh, now this one is glass, and I can tell because of the color changing effect in the glass. So this one's glass. I just want to make sure y'all know that. And I think these last two are glass too. This one has the little flowers, usually called the millefiore technique to it. So that's going to be on B. That one's got to be glass too. And I think this one's glass as well. It's also got that flower technique. Okay, I got two more spots. Let's see what else I have.
Love those natural stone choices.
Thank you. Now, this one has a turquoise, but it also has fabulous dangles. And this one I do have a few multiples of in case you're feeling like you want it to be earrings. And for the last one, I've got this amazing pendant. Kind of looks like a Celtic knot to me, but you know, I'm not a jewelry expert. I sell costume jewelry, y'all, for $3. So, all right, looking for $3 for these choices.
I agree, Belle. I think it does look like a Celtic knot, and A looks like a dream catcher, and I think those would make great earrings.
I think so too. Or wouldn't it be great just glued onto the front of a journal, and then that's the journal that you put your hopes and dreams in, or you use as a dream diary? So many people now write down their dreams and then look up the meanings of them because, you know, even going back to biblical days, God spoke to through dreams. Even when Joseph was in prison, he was able to get out of prison by interpreting the dreams of others. Terry's in for three.
Terry's in for 3. Anyone interested at $3.25 for any beautiful stone pendants?
After this, I see we are at the top of the hour, so we're going to have a fun $1 Bell's Bargain Bonanza. And after that, I think we're going to play our mystery bag jewelry jubilee game for only $5, since we had so much fun playing that on Saturday.
Sold to Terry. Congratulations.
Yay, Terry. What can I get for you, Mr. Terry?
Terry would like A and G.
Okay, I
Good
have
choices,
multiples
Terry.
of A. Do you want just one or do you need enough to make earrings? Let me know. I think I have like 3 or 4 available. Okay, so here's one of the A, and if you need more, I will get more. Oh, just one? Okay. And then G is a one and done. Okay, we're going to open this up to anybody in the chat. Anybody else want to get in on these? And I'm glad Mr. Terry is picking a bunch to make it worth his while in shipping to the Netherlands. Although this is going to be small and not much weight, so it shouldn't be too much. Last call on these. You personally peeled those? Why didn't you farm that out to the girls? Oh my, your hands must be so tired after peeling all those potatoes. Now, I got to ask, because Colleen is this great chef, do you actually use a potato peeler, or are you one of those death-defying people that uses the paring knife and just hopes for the best? Okay, last call. Anybody else interested?
I was wondering the same thing, Jane, and thought maybe we're going to Colleen's house for mashed potatoes.
Oh, yum. Could be French fries. You know, she brags that she has this air fryer, and I've been listening and seeing her food so much that that's now on my wish list. That's my like save up and maybe get as a Christmas gift to myself list. And Jane too has talked about these air fryers. So I have to admit, I'm now thinking, even as a single lady, I could get the small one maybe and see if it revolutionizes my life like I hear about from my friends.
Welcome in, Rainbow Cookie.
Rainbow, you're home. Yay. Rainbow said she, even though it's not her regularly scheduled night to mod, that she would come in to write the list. So I know she hurried home. It's 5 o'clock for her in Alaska. But of course, here it's a lot later for us. And it's probably the sun's going to be coming up any minute now for Mr. Terry. Okay, last call. All right, I'm going to take these away. I'm going to take the whole grid away. And Katie, do you know what's coming up now?
I think it's time for Belle's Bargain Bonanza.
Yes, it is. So everything is going to start out at just $1 for choice. And since charms have been so popular tonight, we're going to have one last round of charms. So let's see what we can find for y'all. Okay, first I've got this adorable doggy. Boop. Sorry, the nose is so cute. I just wanted to boop. Then this is a beautiful paw, and it's got a little green in the center. I do have 2 of these. It could be for a dog, a cat, an iguana, an alligator, you name it, any creature with paws. Next, I have in gold this fabulous galloping horse. But if you prefer it in silver, here's the galloping horse in silver. If we have any owl lovers, look at this sweet owl. And remember, these start at $1. You can bid any time. You don't have to wait till the board is full. Next, look at this cute little cowboy. It could be for a cowboy, a cowgirl, just somebody who loves to wear boots. Like Jessica Simpson said, sometimes these boots are made for walking.
Terry's in at what?
Look at this pretty and pink lipstick for all my girly girls out there, and the ladies that appreciate, and the men that appreciate them. Okay, next I've got this life preserver with this great marine beachy feel. Also, for the sailboat enthusiasts, I have a sailboat in white and red. I have 2 of those in case anybody wants to make earrings. Here it is in white and navy blue.
We're looking for 125.
All right, who likes purses? Look at this cute little pink purse charm. Here's a dainty little tulip, or could be a rose perhaps. Here's a sweet little white flower. Look at this cat with its tail up for no good reason. Here is another cute little cat pendant. Look at its little tail wrapped around. I tell you, Melissa's going to be so mad at me probably for showing all these cat things. Oh, but she'll probably watch the replay. Okay, next I have a sweet little heart made of angel wings. That almost sounds like something Darlene would say. Doesn't she say angel wings and something? It's so long since we've seen Darlene. I miss Darlene. All right, here's a cute little teardrop or pear, but it has a sweet little turquoise in it. And then last but not least, look at this little umbrella. It's in a bronze tone. That's why it's so much darker. Okay. Looking for 125 because Mr. Terry's in at 1.
I think there's so many great choices and so many different interests. So Jane was right. You could make a beautiful charm bracelet or a charm necklace with these charms if there were a few that you did like.
And with the exception of B, they're all flat. So if you wanted to glue these on any of your journals, since we found out that journaling and junk journaling seems to be popular with my audience.
Fair warning, anyone else interested at 125?
And y'all remember at the top of every hour, we'll have a different $1 round. And after this, we're going to go to our fun Jewelry Jubilee game. And still more great stuff to come tonight. Bargains abound at Bargains by Belle.
Terry would like letter D, letter J, letter N.
Okay, let's give me a little time.
I was trying to go slow.
Oh,
letter
I'm
D.
sorry. This is a duplicate of D, because I do have 2 of D.
Letter
Okay.
J.
Okay.
letter N,
Okay, I do have a duplicate of N.
letter
Here's a
G,
duplicate of N. G. Okay, here is a duplicate of G coming up. There we go.
and letter M.
Like he picked all the ones I had duplicates of. All right, at least I think I have one of N. I'm looking. Yeah.
Anyone else interested at $1 after Terry's done?
Oh, here it is. Here's the duplicate of M. And I don't normally do this. If I don't have it on the board, I don't sell it. But I just realized that I also had this life preserver in red and white. Terry got it in blue and white. If you just happen to also want it in red and white, Mr. Terry, let me know. If I had seen it, I would have put both out, just like I put out both sailboats. So if you want to add it in, just let everybody know in the chat. I'm so sorry I didn't put them both out. I just overlooked it. It's easy to overlook little stuff like this.
Terry would like the blue one.
Okay. I already have the blue, but I was just offering this one in case he wanted one in each color. No worries. Okay, we will open this up to the chat now. So I'm wondering if peeling the potatoes was step 1, and Colleen's got steps, 2 through 26 left, or if she's like Glenn. Because it could just be the tip of the iceberg. She's like a stay up all night and do a whole lot of things kind of person.
She said she was making potato salad, so that probably has more steps to it after the potatoes.
I missed that potato salad part. Okay, so now she's dicing, and then she's got to get out all the ingredients. She really should get everybody else to help her in her household. Oh.
So we're going to go to Colleen's house and have a picnic with potato salad.
We might have to clear away some snow and reopen some airports. It might not be as easy as you and I would make it if we were like getting together with each other or getting together with Jane. Oh, don't forget the chicken wings. Well, just for the chicken wings alone, I got to admit, I don't actually like potato salad. You'd have to like mash up mine and make it mashed potatoes. But I love chicken wings. Okay.
Hi, Nana. Welcome in.
Na. Hey. Nana's here. Nana, you were gifted a wonderful gift from Mr. Terry earlier, and it'll be coming to you soon. Was Mr. Terry in for L?
Terry would also like H.
Oh, H. For some reason, I thought I saw an L. Maybe it was a number 1.
That's a number 1. He would like letter H, the kitty cat.
All right. Here's the kitty cat. Thank you so much, Mr. Terry. Okay, anybody else? Before we clear this off and get to our Jewelry Jubilee game. If you liked it on Saturday, we're having it again. If you missed out, then you'll learn all about it tonight. He is so sweet, and I think you're going to love the sweet little charm he picked out for you. It was girly girl and gorgeous. Okay, last call. Anybody else? I scraped it too soon last time, so I'm trying to kind of stall before I scrape this time, so don't get myself in trouble. Okay, last call, although you can always order with the mods or on the replay. Okay, now we're going to go to our mystery bag game for $5 called the Jewelry Jubilee. And if you weren't here on Saturday, or we also played this back in the spring, let me tell you how it works. So I have this little tray right here, and you will see I have written some numbers on it. And no, need to back up a little bit. And so in each one of these pouches is a mysterious jewelry item. Now, last time we played twice, we had a round with brooches and a round with necklaces. Now, I didn't do any bracelets just because I know different people have different bracelet sizes. I have received some beautiful handmade bracelets that I just love, but I have some chunky monkey wrists. And so if it's adjustable, most of the time, the wire shows through on the back because it doesn't really expand enough for my chunky monkey wrist. So I'm always scared somebody else has that same problem. So I didn't put any bracelets in it, although if you want me to in the future, I will. And I also didn't put any earrings in it. Once again, I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I'm always afraid that somebody who doesn't have pierced ears might pick a pierced pair, and somebody who you get the idea. So therefore, I have one tray of brooches and one tray of necklaces. But,
Belle.
yes.
I'm sorry. Is this a start of 5 or it's a buy it now 5?
It's a buy it now of 5, and we call this game Mystery Bag Jewelry Jubilee. Okay, so the way it works is you pay your $5 and you get what's in the bag. But here's the wrinkle. There are 3 out of 9 bonuses. And the way my channel does bonuses is different than all the rest, and that's by design because I never want to take anybody's game, never want to take anybody's idea. I want to do my own thing. And the way I do bonuses is a way that benefits both the buyer and the chat. So bonuses in my channel is a piece of paper. And when I open it, and I will read the piece of paper to you, and it will say choice of and a word. So for instance, Saturday we had choice of dog. And so I brought out 2 brooches. One was a poodle, one was a dachshund, and the viewer got to choose. And the way it's a bonus to the chat is the chat gets to buy what's left. So if you want to be able to buy something that is seen rather than mystery, you'll be able to when a bonus comes up. So who wants to be the brave person to buy the first $5 mystery bag? And this round is all brooches. And this isn't, one of those fancy high class channels where I have to sell them all. If I sell only 1 or 2, you still have a chance of getting a bonus. There's no fancy wheel. It's just buy the pouch. The pouch is part of the gift. Keep in mind, pouches sell for $1 on their own. And you get what's inside it. And it might be a bonus, which is a choice. Easy peasy.
I think having the pouch included is a great deal because those can be expensive on their own, like you said. And maybe if the brooch isn't your style, you can at least have a great pouch to keep some jewelry of your own in.
And you can, always gift it inside the pouch. If anybody needs just a pouch, pouches are available for $1. The best one is the one that you like the best. And since I don't really know your style, I also don't know what's in which one. So I threw them out and rearranged them, and I usually make the middle column the different colors just so it looks pretty.
Colleen would like row 3, number 6, please.
Oh, thank you, Colleen. I so appreciate that. Okay, let's see what goes with potatoes. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Oh! I did not set this up, y'all. I cannot believe the first one is one of the choices. This is a choice of tiger. I so did not set this up. It is amazing how God works these things out. Okay, granted, her icon is a lion, not a tiger. This is probably the closest thing. I'm going to set this aside because whichever brooch she picks, I'm going to put inside the pouch to mail to her. Okay, let me show her the two options. I think she may like these. Okay, here are the two options. There is the dark, and
Belle?
there is, yes. Mm-hmm.
So you chose row 3, number 5 instead of 3, number 6.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, live mistakes are made. This is one of those times I wish I could press pause and just rewind and redo it. Let me do this. Let me give Colleen the option because I've technically showed this. Would you like one of these, or do you want me to go and show the correct one?
Colleen says it's okay. And then we can readjust your bags. If Colleen does not want it, Alice says that she would pay for that.
Okay, we'll go to Jane, who has seniority and knows the best of auction protocol. So, Jane, just let me know how to proceed and who gets what, and we will move forward. Pretty please, Jane?
Okay, so I think what we should do is just give her number 6 and number 5, Alice. Are you saying that you would like number 5 for a choice? You can just put that in there, but yeah, that's what I would do, Bill. Just go ahead and give Colleen number 6. We'll see if Alice wants number 5 because that one was not. There's several other people in, but no one had picked that one. So if she wants that one, then there's no trouble. We'll just lay those down for just a minute and then go to Colleen's number 6.
All right. And if so, Alice, let me know if
Alice,
you want
so
the
sweet.
dark or the light. Okay, so this is actually number 6.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, this shows you when you have 3 out of 6, it's also a choice. This is a choice of cameo. So either way, it looks like Colleen is going to be blessed with a birthday choice. And once again, I didn't set this up. I didn't know Colleen was going to be here. We've been missing Colleen. And so let me show you your choice of a cameo. Okay, so you can choose from the pink tones or the red tones. And it does have an articulated dangle at the bottom. Maybe this will make Colleen want to go to more of my broadcasts. Oh, that is so kind. Okay, Alice, we will be ever so glad to bill and send to Colleen. Did you want to pick which one to send to Colleen, or do you want Colleen to pick which one she would like to have sent?
Colleen says that she would like the red cameo in the meantime.
Okay. I'm going to put this in her pouch. And by the rules, because this is a bonus, the way it's a bonus to the audience is if anybody wants to pay the mere $5 price, now that you've seen it, it can be yours. Now, y'all keep in mind, I normally sell these for $8, $9, $10. So these are incredibly reduced prices. So anybody for this other scene brooch? We open it to the chat since it was a bonus. Okay, well, if anybody decides that they want this one, let me show it a little closer to y'all. It is lovely. Okay, so we had these by my terrible misunderstanding. I always tell y'all I'm not good with numbers. So we have the black and the dark stones. We have the golden tones with some clear and some black. And this is being gifted to Colleen. Did we decide which of these two we're sending to Colleen, or is Colleen picking? Jane?
We're going to let Oach pick which one she would like. And Alice, that is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And Alice, I know you were in for an additional pouch. Do you still want your other pouch that you chose? And before we do your pouch, Alice, Nanette was in before you. So we'll get finished with this portion, and then we're going to go to Nanette.
Thank you for keeping track of everybody.
Both of those are.
Oops.
Oh, sure. And Oach
So,
black. So pretty.
Okay. This one I'm putting in the fabulous little pouch. Remember, these pouches with a zipper closure and a snap closure are available for just $1 if you need some for jewelry you already have or something you purchased tonight. So because this was a bonus, we're going to open this one up to the chat. Does anybody want not only the eye of the tiger, but the whole face of the tiger? $5 reduced price for this one. If anybody wants to take this little sweetheart home, could be your emotional support animal. You've got the face of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Although Colleen and I are not rivals, we're friends. Okay, last call. All right, that one will still be available. All right, so what other numbers were picked?
Oh, you got it, Katie?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Okay,
Nanette picked row 1, number 4.
Okay, row 1, number 4. All right, here we go, Nanette. Ooh, look at the beautiful stars, a whole constellation. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And look how blingy it is. Kind of remind me of the stars that the wise men followed to the nativity to see Jesus in a manger.
And
Yay,
Alice had picked 2, 5 if she was still interested.
Okay. Here it's 2, 5. Oh, it too is another type of cameo. Look at this sweet, elegant antebellum face. Look at the beautiful little crystals around it in a picture frame setting. Lovely. Oh, and it kind of goes with the bag too. Okay, anybody else? I still have a few left. And after this round, whether it sells out or whether there's still a few behind, we're going to go to our necklace round. And it will work the same way. There'll still be 3 bonuses. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Anybody else for a $5 brooch in a fancy damask Asian-inspired bag? Okay, last call on these if there's no further interest, and that's okay. Oh, Shelby loves watching this jewelry game. We call it the Jewelry Jubilee. 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 Okay, last call on these. All right, let me move these aside. And I'll put in 9 more that contain necklaces. Okay. So even I don't know where they are. I just put them randomly in any spot. Okay, so these are necklaces. We still have 3 bonuses, which will give you a choice. And whichever choices you don't pick, will open to the chat.
Anyone interested in the necklace round for $5 and a chance at winning a bonus?
I believe it was a cameo rainbow. I believe it was a beige cameo. Okay, it's a beautiful necklace inside a fancy damask pouch. And thank you, Rainbow, for making the list and checking it twice. And we're thrilled that Katie is co-hosting tonight. Thank you so much for giving us the gift of your time. And we're super appreciative that Jamie's running our chat.
Colleen would like row 2, number 5. Or column
Okay,
5.
let's see if I can actually get it right for what. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Colleen. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Oh, she got the one Disney. Now, I don't know which Disney character this is. But it's some little Disney character. Look at those ears. And of course, it's on a nice long chain. Thank you, Colleen.
Alice would like 3, number 6.
Okay, so that would be this one. Now I feel like I always need to pause so that if I'm doing something wrong, somebody can stop me before I'm stupid. Okay, here we go. Oh, I feel paper. It's going to be a bonus. All right, this is choice of faith. Choice of faith. So let me show you the faith options. Okay, so I have faith on a heart, faith as a word going down the cross, And this last one technically says Amazing Grace, but it's a necklace about faith. So these are your 3 options. And all of them have lobster claw clasps and extenders. Oh, Nana says it's from How to Train Your Dragon. Okay,
Alice would like the heart, please.
Okay. Now I have 3 of the heart. I have 2 remaining of the heart. I have 3 remaining of the faith on the cross, and I have 2 remaining of Amazing Grace. So we will open this up to the chat because that's how bonuses work. So we'll see if anybody else, now that it has been revealed, wants to get in on these beautiful necklaces. Great Christmas gift, great friend gift, great for Mother's Day, or a woman in your Bible study, your church secretary.
Someone that needs a little encouragement. I think that would be a great gift to give to a friend.
Absolutely, to help them keep on keeping on. Okay, last call on these before we go back to our Jewelry Jubilee game.
Anyone interested in a $5 faith necklace, or as soon as we're done, in a $5 Jewelry Jubilee mystery bag? If you're interested in a Jewelry Jubilee mystery bag, be sure to put the 2 numbers that you're interested in the chat. And we are on our necklace round.
Oh, and here is the one that Alice picked, and I'm going to put it in her little bag so it's all ready to go. Anybody else? Otherwise, we'll just move on with the auction. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed this game as much as Saturday, maybe even more. Okay, last call. And once again, if you need any of the pouches, they are available for just $1. Or if y'all want to see brooches, just to see brooches, I can bring out a grid and just show brooches. Even though I was using the red for this game, I do also have magenta, turquoise, and purple pouches available for just $1 if y'all need some. Okay, I'm going to move this aside. If y'all want to just see brooches where you can actually see what they look like, I'm glad to do that. Otherwise, let's look at some other items. Well, we keep talking about Colleen's birthday, but we all have birthdays. And one of the great ways to celebrate birthdays is with balloons. And if you have some on hand, then it just makes it simpler. Anytime a last minute birthday comes up for a friend, for a neighbor, somebody at work or church or wherever, I've got this huge bag of 72 balloons in mixed colors. I'm going to start these off at 5. And I have several of these bags, so I'm going to show you that in each bag, just depending on which one I pull out, they're different. So this one has more purple and blue and yellow. This one has more green and pink. They're all random, but if you prefer ones in more masculine colors or more girly colors, I can try to, purposely, pull one that you prefer. So either way, 72 balloons. And these are the big 12-inch balloons, not the little ones, the big 12-inch.
I agree with Belle that balloons are always a great thing to have on hand. And also, there's other things you can do with balloons, play games, draw on them, decorate them. Maybe you want to fill them with confetti for New Year's Eve and celebrate.
Now, does your school allow balloons or balloon deliveries for birthdays, whether it's for teachers or students? Or is it a
We've
no balloon school?
we've had some balloons delivered for teachers' birthdays or for gifts. But I've used balloons for end of the year countdowns or just playing a game with the kids inside, just who can keep their balloon up the longest. Or they're just fun to decorate with. Everybody
Right.
likes balloons.
Okay, last call on the balloons then. They'll be available on the replay. Now, if you were saying, I like balloons, but having to blow up balloons is a pain. If only there were a better way. Well, let me show you this gizmo that I got. This is a device that blows up balloons. You just put the balloon on this and it has a pumping type action to it. So if you think it is too hard to blow up balloons, or maybe you have some lung issues, some breath issues, maybe you're just getting older, this is a way you can still enjoy balloons, play balloon games, have a fancy balloon arch. And this way, you aren't huffing and puffing, or your kids, or your spouse, or whoever. All you're doing is using your hands and pumping it up. We're going to start this fabulous gizmo that's going to save you time and trouble and energy at just $5. I might should have shown this first before I showed the balloons. But if any of y'all are now saying, wait, if I had known this, I would have gotten the balloons. Feel free to, if you're getting this, to add the balloons too. Sometimes I don't always show things in the right order. Okay, any interest? All right, let me move this aside. Now, this next item I don't know squat about, so I may be terribly off on the pricing. It says that it's a teething toy. I did open it up to look at it. I don't, oh, and it's BPA free. I don't know why I thought once I saw it that suddenly I would get it, but this is what it looks like. It's multicolor, pretty little rainbow. It's got some kind of clip here. Um, so maybe somebody who's a mom might could explain this better than I could, since not having kids, I really don't know much about this. But it's new in the package, and even inside the package is another sealed package. Although I'm sure there are ways to clean and sanitize these.
It's great that it has a clip on it. So if your baby is teething, that you can clip them to their clothes or their bib so they won't fall on the floor, and then you'd have to clean it. So that's a great thing to have with that.
So $2. That might be way low or way high. I just don't know. So I'm going to throw it out at $2.
What a great idea to put in a new mom basket or a new baby basket. And since
Oh,
it's gender neutral, that's great for a boy or a girl baby, or if you're not sure.
great point. Okay, we're going to pass on this. Next, now that we're finally having some cooler weather, we're finally getting out the long sleeves and enjoying the crisp temperatures, I want to bring out some warm clothes, but at discounted bargain prices. Now, this is called a Sherpa 1/4 zip pullover. These were originally $15, but I'm going to start this at just $7. Now, this one is pretty and pink, and it's a 2X. But if you're not the girly girl that likes pink, not everybody is. I also have it in gray. Once again, this is in the 2X. And if you're saying, oh, that would be so warm and cuddly, but I'm not a 2X, in the gray, I do have it in a medium. I'm going to keep it down here just because it looks the same. The only difference is the size.
Those look so warm and cozy, Belle.
Thank you.
And what was the start again, Belle? Was it 7?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
One of the other things I like is that with it being a 4th zip pullover is you're not going to ruin your hair or your makeup if it gets a little cooler and you decide to put this on over whatever else you're wearing. But also, it means that it's not ever going to waddle its way all the way down and accidentally come unzipped because it only zips a 4th of the way. And if you're wearing it by yourself, you're not ever going to accidentally show too much chest with it being a 4th zip. It's kind of like the perfect distance. Safe for your hair, your makeup, your cleavage.
And that's a great price tonight.
Yes, you can't get half-price stuff when the season first starts, except for me. And if anybody is interested in kids sizes, I do have some of these in kids sizes. So y'all let me know in the chat if you'd like to see the kids sizes. Okay, we're going to pass on these. Now, these were brand new with tags. There might be somebody saying, I like that, but I'd be willing to take something that wasn't new with tag. Can you save me some money? And I don't need it in the fancy tag. Okay, I can. This one does not have a tag. This one is lavender. It may be looking gray on camera. If so, I can get the gray back out so you can see the difference. But this one is gray. This one is only $5, and this one is a size large. Size large, which is going to fit an 11 through 13. And I love that this one has black edging to it. Now, I'm a Gild the Lily kind of girl, so I'll show you one thing that I really like about these 4th zip pullovers. Now, y'all don't have to do this. You absolutely don't have to do this, but let me show you what I like to do. Bring the camera close. You see this right here? It has this little tie on it. I would take that off, and for only $3, I have these cute little pendants. So I take those off. They come with the lobster claw clasp, and I would just clip this on as a zipper dangle. As a zipper dangle. I wonder if
What a great idea.
Let me see if I can put it on live to kind of show y'all. I'm not going to take the other one off because I realize not everybody would necessarily want it. So this is what it looks like when it is dangling. That way I have a little bling and a little way to show my face. But if you're saying, that's such a small change and nobody's really going to notice that, to really do any good, you would have to put a bigger dangle. Okay. How about this blingy dangle? You think somebody's going to notice this one, Katie? So this one is actually meant to be a keychain or backpack dangle. But if you wanted to attach this one instead, look how elegant it's going to be. And of course, you would take off the original black one. But look how it is with the butterfly dangling.
I think that's great. And if you bought any other charms from Belle tonight or any other nights, you could always switch them out and put any other charms on the zippers.
Absolutely. Or your purses or anything else. And if y'all want to see any other keychains, let me know. I can always do some rounds of keychains. That's never a problem. But if anybody would like this one for $5, once again, it does not have a tag. It's in excellent condition. Oh, and you know what this one has? And there's probably a term for it. Is it has these little side pouches that meet in the center. And it also has a drawstring at the bottom. So it's got the drawstring if you're a person that likes to show off your narrow waist, but it also has, do y'all know what they call these? You'll know what I mean, where you put them in and then your hands meet in the middle. Anybody? Anybody? Okay, maybe not. All right, we're going to pass on this. Next thing, I'm going to start this at $3. This is a big mouse pad. Now, most of the time, mouse pads are round. I like this one because it's bigger and square. Also, this is an ergonomic mouse pad because hopefully y'all can see it's raised. If not, I can take it out of the packaging. But there is a cushion for your hand. So if you're a person who struggles with pain, with carpal tunnel, with one of the many types of arthritis, this might be a great way to rest your hand as you're using your mouse or as you're gaming. Even if you're not having trouble yet, this is a great way to stop it before it starts with a healthy cushioning habit. After all, you wouldn't sit on a chair without a cushion. Why would you set your wrist on a mouse without a cushion? Be kind to yourself. Looking for $3. It's a one and done.
Maybe that's for you or someone you know that works from home or is on their computer a lot, or someone like Belle said that plays games on their computer.
I wonder if Patty's still here. I think she mentioned that she and her family do a lot of gaming. I saw her at the beginning, but I don't know if she's still here.
And the mouse pads with the cushions are the best. They do really help.
I have to admit, I personally use one, although I do use the round one. Okay, last call for this. Oh, I should have measured the size. Okay, the size is 8 by 9. 8 by 9. Okay, next, $3. I have a comb that is 3-sided. So we have sides that will tease and fluff. We have sides that will help detangle and work out knots from wet hair. We even have sides that will help to fluff up naturally curly hair. So 3 distinct different sides. This is a one and done. It is new and sealed, never touched, never used. Hi, Lisa. Thanks so much
Hi,
for popping by,
Lisa.
sweetheart.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, those Sherpas that I showed before, I do have those in girl sizes if you think Evie needs one of those. And girl sizes are $1 cheaper because they're smaller. Oh, that reminds me. Lisa put out a video showing the snow she has in Michigan. I was having snow envy. It was so beautiful, Lisa. You just captured the winter wonderland of Michigan so beautifully. You really have an eye for the camera work. Okay, we're going to pass on this. Next, I have $2. This is called a washing mitt. I know that there are some people that have difficulty with dexterity. And so sometimes when they're in the bathtub or the shower, they have a hard time holding on to the washcloth, especially when it's wet and slippery with the soap. So what you do is you slip your entire hand into this mitt, and then it just stays on your hand. And you put the soap on it, and then you just, smear around the soap like you would with a washcloth. But this way, there's no chance of dropping the washcloth because it's on your hand. How convenient is that? And also, I had something very similar to this when I was taking care of my parents. Because, when you're taking care of your parents, you don't necessarily want to be doing a lot of rubbing and touching. You want a certain distance between you. And this definitely helped to ensure modesty, but to still get all the cleaning done. And it's a nice nude type color. Oh, I'm sorry it's going to melt so soon. Hopefully Evie's getting to enjoy playing in it and making a snowman. They don't cancel school for that, do they? Oh, we're up to 17 likes. Thank you, thank you. Getting closer to 20.
And if
All
anyone
right.
has something they'd like to see tonight, be sure to put in the chat.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to pass on this. And now we're going to go to Belle's Bonanza, the $1 round. And Lisa's probably going to chuckle when she sees this. This is something I showed once before, and it was back when Lisa was my co-host. Patty's really going to be sad she missed these. These are postcards from the New Yorker magazine. And what's really interesting about these postcards is they are not vintage, they are reproductions, but they tell you when the postcard was made. They're all covers of the authentic New Yorker magazine that have been reproduced in postcards. So this one was the cover from October 26, 1929, And back then, the New Yorker cost only 15 cents. And it's showing the awesome skyscrapers. Now, I can't tell you which skyscraper is which. I'm sure Colleen and Patty probably could. This is the back. You'll see it says New Yorker. It has this icon here. There's more information about the cover as well. So these are going to be $1 starting bid for choice. And Jane will give some code words for each of these. If I recall, some of Jane's code words were kind of funny last time. Okay, so that's the first one. Here is the second one. So even if you're not a New Yorker, these are great to collect. They are like art. They are like history. And you'll see they're all different years and different prices. You'll see at this point, the New Yorker was up to $5.99 because it's from March 22nd, 2010. Oh, here is Lady Liberty. And look at all those people looking out from her crown. This one is from July 3rd, 1954, back when the New Yorker was only 20 cents. She seems a little sad. Maybe we could turn her frown upside down. Oh, for you cat lovers, here we go. I'm guessing this is Central Park.
And Jane is putting the kind of keywords in the chat. So if you are interested, make sure you check out the keywords in the chat.
Yes, I did. And Lisa, you should never eat the shells, sweetheart. Never eat the shells. But I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah. Okay, well, for those of you who like some stilettos and high heels, here we go. This one is a beautiful look at one of the bridges of New York. This one is from June 6, 1931, and the price was 15 cents. Well, maybe I'm wrong, Katie. Do you eat the whole thing or do you take it out of the shell? Lisa released a video trying boiled peanuts in a can for the first time.
The one time I ate boiled peanuts, I ate the whole thing and I did not like them. But
well, that's what Lisa was debating in her video. Do you eat the whole thing or do you take them out of the shell? And she opened the can live on video. She microwaved them live on video. Look at the expression on this guy's face. So help me. All right, that's the next one.
Well, I have never, just my 2 cents on the boiled peanuts, I've never heard of anyone eating the shell. Katie, that might be why you didn't like it. I don't know, but I've never heard of anyone eating the shell. So I know here, I don't know where you're from, Katie, but I know down here in the South, it's so popular. Oh, you did. And anytime that we've gotten them, I don't care for them at all. I just don't like mushy, and they're mushy. But you just, crack it like any other. This is the way I've always seen it. It doesn't mean it's right, you guys. And just crack them and then eat them. And they're like bean consistency.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Very well explained. Thank you, Jay. I'm glad to know it's not just me that doesn't eat the shell. Okay. And next, if you love ballet, look at this beautiful one celebrating ballet from just 20 cents in November 1938. Okay, and I think I only have room for one more, and if there's no interest, we can go to something else. This one is showing all of the traffic and the taxi cabs and so forth in New York. And this one is from 1928, back when the price was 15 cents.
That's a great idea, Lisa. Belle, may I see the ballet one up close, please?
Yes. And the date was 26th November. Oh, I don't know if it's going to focus on that. I want to say 38. Okay, any interest? Yeah, keep them as a souvenir, keep them as a travel aspiration, actually use them, frame them. So much you could do with them. But I just thought I'd offer these up. But I realized New York might not be everybody's aspiration, but I tried to show things that are very different here on this auction. So last call on these. I'm sure you were, Lisa. I just, with the lag, it probably sounded like I said it sooner, but I'm sure you were thinking it sooner. All right, let me move these aside. Well, I see our numbers are kind of dwindling off. I know we've got some other auctions going on tonight, but we'll show a few more items and see if there's any interest. Well, for all of those lovebirds out there, maybe you're going to have a little romance for Christmas, for Valentine's, for your anniversary. Melissa's home. I only mentioned Melissa about 150 times every time I showed cats tonight. And in here, let me see how many you get. These are faux silk rose petals. You get 2,200 pieces. I'm going to start these at $5.
Hi, Melissa. Welcome in.
So if you want a trail of roses through your house, maybe you want to, cover a wall with these, cover packages, junk journals, cover notebooks or frames, or make tons of ornaments with these. So much you could do with 2,200 beautiful red silk rose petals.
Belle, I think you're right. There is so much that you could do with those. And maybe you know somebody that's getting married in the winter Christmas season or even in February that maybe red is their color and they need roses or they have a flower girl or they need some table scatter.
Oh, and not only are we making progress hour by hour in our auction, but Colleen is making progress on her cooking ahead. She just finished the balsamic green bean salad with almonds Down south, we call that green bean almondine to have with dinner. It must be a late dinner. I thought you were cooking ahead for tomorrow. And we'll get some keychains out after this. Now, Jane, do y'all call that green bean almondine, or am I the only one that grew up calling it that? I think it's everywhere in the South, but you tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't know about everywhere, but that's exactly what we call it too. Green beans almond bean.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, and Colleen says she's actually having fun prepping the food. I
Aww.
love when chores end up being fun. It's so rare, but every now and then you'll just get in the groove when you're cleaning or when you're planting something in a flower bed or mowing. And every now and then it ends up being fun rather than toilsome. I'm a person that 99 times finds it toilsome. I'll tell you the one time I don't is when I'm organizing or reorganizing something, because I get to looking through it and I think about the memories of when I found it or bought it or showed it before. And that's one of the few times when it doesn't seem like a huge chore. Okay, well, last call on 2,200 of these gorgeous rose petals. And also, I want to show you, if I can get them in the right light, there's a variegation to these. They're not just a flat red. Can you see how they're redder towards the outside and kind of a brown towards the inside? They really have a wonderful look to them where they look so fresh and so pretty and so realistic. Oh, that makes me happy too that Colleen's having fun. I think when Melissa does all that cookie baking, even though it's a lot of toil for most people, I think that's when Melissa starts having fun too. Okay, here we're finding out there's a little more to the story. That she's also proving a point. Leave it to moms to prove points, right, Jane? Since her daughter insisted that there was no food to cook. And she's cooking up this whole feast of food after food after food. Well, way to show her, Colleen. Bravo. Oh. Okay, we're going to pass on this. And I saw there was some talk about keychains in the chat. Now, nobody read that to me, even though all the people who could read the chat to me were the ones talking about it. But I spotted something in the chat about keychains. So these are going to be $3 for choice. And let's see what I have tonight. All right, let's go with fun keychains first. When I say fun, I really mean cutie pie. All right, look at this little sweetheart. He's got a smile so big it can't even contain his little boop. Sorry, I just have to boop the noses. They're so cute. Now, this is not one of those flat keychains. No, no, no. It could easily be a purse dangle, a backpack dangle. This sweetie pie is going to be on H. Here's the next sweetie pie. If you like overalls, this little one is in overalls. And once again, these are not those little cheap flat ones. So $3. All right, next. Anybody like long drooping ears on their doggies? This one has on overalls, so he's modestly covered, but he does have these long ears, and his tongue is accidentally sticking out too. I don't know why. He must just be hungry. He's not mad or anything. Okay, well, from sweetie pies to this always looks like crawfish to me, but I hear other people say, no, that's a scorpion. No, that's a lobster. But it always looks like a crawfish to me. And sometimes people will tell me that they turn keychains into necklaces. If you wanted to do that, look at the bail on here. It's ready. All you have to do is thread, a necklace, or cord through it. Speaking of keychains pretty enough to be necklaces, I'm going to add in this one I showed earlier when I was talking about it being a dangle from a zipper. If you want to shine like the top of the Chrysler building, this would do it for you. This is going to want to make you flap your wings and fly away because the wings are just covered in sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I also love that it has both a keychain and a fob on it. So you have way more flexibility that way. Next, I've got this great textured starfish. I always say that looks like Biff's dad. He doesn't have the muscles of little Biff, but still, he's cute. Okay, next, if you like geckos or lizards, this could even be some kind of baby gator or iguana, and it has a fabulous texture. Also, this one is, oops, have to flip it over, molded. So once again, it's not flat, it is raised because it's molded. And for those of you who have a personal faith, I've got a nice, simple, minimalist cross. Great for men or women. Mr. Biff Sr., that's exactly it. I'll have to show that to my little Buffy when she arrives. Then she'll have a sense of family. Okay, Katie, even though she could have just told us, type 3 in the chat. So Katie apparently sees something three. Who wants to bid it up? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up.
Looking for 325. Anyone else that's interested? Going once. Going twice, and fair warning. I would like one letter D, please, and done.
Well, that works out perfectly because I only have one D. Okay, anybody else want to choose? Just $3. $3.
These could be great stocking stuffers for someone in your life, or even put them on a bag or a purse that you're gifting, or just a cheer you up little gift for a friend.
Absolutely. Sometimes you want to give somebody jewelry, but yet you think, well, is it too personal? Are they going to read more into this? Nobody ever reads too much into a keychain. So even if somebody you like and you're trying to say, hey, do you notice me? I kind of like you. But if it's a coworker, it's a neighbor, this is a great gift. So nobody's ever going to get the wrong idea, even if you secretly mean to.
Maybe you have someone in your life that's learning how to drive and they need a keychain for their car, or maybe you have a kiddo that worked really hard in school this year and they get a little prize for working hard in school and need a keychain for their backpack.
Oh, congratulations, Colleen! Colleen got snow. Now, this is ironic because Melissa and Colleen live in the same state. So, but it must just be that the few, miles between them make the difference in snow or no snow. I'm so excited for y'all. A little jealous, but so excited. Okay, last call on these. I'm going to scrape it to the side and I'm going to show you some other options. And we'll continue with the same price point all night, Jane.
If you're ever interested in purchasing any of these in the replay, be sure to message Belle or reach out on Discord.
Absolutely. All right, here is the next one. See if I can get it in the light just right in order to be able to read it. To my best friend, because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. I love you. That's going to be on A. Next, I have this really ornate B. And you'll see this is another one that is molded. Okay, next, if you happen to like some little gemstone, this is a beautiful filigree moon, and there's some little gemstone dangles just for a little color. Next one says, walk by faith and not by sight. Which is how I love to live my life, but it is easier said than done. This one says, we love because he first loved us. Mr. Terry, there is in for 3.
Terry's in at 3. Anyone looking for 325?
Next option says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. 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 Okay, sorry, that was a little song we used to sing when we were kids at church. Okay, this one says, rejoice in the Lord. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Sorry, I'm not going to sing with everyone. I promise y'all. I apologize. Okay, and lastly, this one says, wish. Simply wish.
Terry was in at 3, looking for 325. If you're someone like me who's always seemed to lose their keys or misplace their keys, keychains are a great option to help you always know which keys are yours.
Oh, that's a great point. I love that.
Going once. And maybe you have a Bible cover that has a zipper on it and you want a keychain to go on your Bible cover. Some of those faith options would be a great choice.
Absolutely. Or even just the zipper on your wallet.
Congratulations, Terry. Be sure to let us know which one you'd like. Terry would like to send C to Nana.
Wonderful. Nana, are you still here? If not, I can send her a little you've been gifted email. Congratulations, Nana.
So thoughtful tonight, Terry.
Such a nice guy. Okay, anybody else? Okay, last call on these. We're slowly but surely learning more about Nana's taste. I noticed in Colleen's chat the other night, she seemed to like the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I guess she must be a Disney fan. Okay, let's fill this up again with a few more choices. We'll see if there's anything to anybody's liking. Okay. Next, if you like hummingbirds or if you like sunflowers, here's the best of both worlds. This one is all about Route 66. And look at that old time car, giving me vintage vibes. Here is a different motif of Route 66, more vintage cars and a vintage mechanic's garage. Here is another sweet, delicate little hummingbird. So demure. Here is the last option in the Route 66 keychains. And I believe Route 66 goes through the Midwest and the Southwest. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Next,
You are correct,
this one
Belle.
is, oh, thank you. This one is a bronze tone and it has an old-fashioned key on it. How novel, a designer key to get your key ring started. Next, for my dolphin lovers, look at these two. Maybe it's mama and baby, maybe it's husband and wife, and there's this demure pink stone. But it's got a secret. The secret is that it's double-sided. Double-sided. So regardless of which way it turns, it still has the beautiful dolphins and the pink stone. And if you were liking that, but you're like, I'm a guy, I don't want a pink stone, I do also have it in a light blue stone for all of those marine lovers, beach lovers, future zoologists. So I'm going to put choice of here. So anybody who chooses E, you'll choose blue or pink. Likewise, with a choice, I've got this one that says love you forever, which is true love, but it could also be the love from a mom to a baby, a grandmom to a granddaughter, and it's got a demure little pink stone. It's really small, right there in the heart. But if this is maybe going to a son, grandson, or husband, you might prefer it with the blue stone, or the blue stone might be somebody's birthstone. But still a great way of showing that you love somebody. And it's not too soon to get this and put it away for Valentine's. So those are the choices. We are looking for $3 starting beyond.
So many great options for lots of different people that with lots of different interests, whether you're a car person or someone that likes to take road trips, or like Belle said, a marine lover, ocean lover.
And if y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please do. It's a free and easy way that you can support my channel.
And I think $3 is a great starting price for a gift that you could stick in a stocking or just be a little gift of encouragement.
Okay, last call. I'm about to clear these away then. Okay, next I have a pretty piece of home decor. This is a mirror. Put it up here. Try not to glare into the camera. Oops. It does have a kickstand, so if you want to use it to check your teeth, to put on your makeup, you can do that. But it also has a hanger right here as well. This is going to be just $3. $3. And if you're a person that has to share your bathroom, this would be great so that you could put on makeup in another section of the house, or that a teenager could put on makeup in their room. Because, you know, when you first start putting on makeup, it takes a little extra time and before you get good at it and get it down to like a quick 5-minute process. So looking for $3. And it could easily just be hung as lovely decor. You'll see it has kind of an antique, kind of a crackle finish to it. It has a beautiful Spanish arch shape.
That shape is great.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to pass on this one then. Next, how about a beautiful necklace? This one to me is a really unusual stone. It's a stone that sparkles. But the reason it sparkles is the type of stone it is. It's called a sunstone. May have turned out too much light. Well, come on. Let me see if I can do it this way. Take it off the mannequin. And hopefully y'all can see that it sparkles not from being faceted, but because the sparkles are inside the stone. And the way you can tell is here's the back of the stone. And you see how there's still the same glittery, shiny sparkles? It's because it's called a sunstone. And you can also see it's a lobster claw clasp with extender. I'm going to start this at $7. It's a really unique stone and so pretty. I think this is a great stone for fall, especially. Because it's like the glamorous version of terracotta. And it also has a really lovely setting too. Just, you can stop looking at the stone for a second. Look at the beautiful setting. And you'll see too, the stone really sets up. It's a big stone that's in there. It's not small, not paltry at all.
I was
So
just going to comment on the setting, how it's really beautiful. And it seemed like that there was a little extender on the necklace, so you can make it a little bit longer if you needed to.
Okay, last call on this one. All right, next I want to show you a ring and bracelet duo. Now, this is probably not the type of duo you are expecting. Usually when you say duo, it means two pieces. So let me show you how it works. So this part goes around your finger. So I'm going to put it here for as an example. And then this part is going to go around your wrist. Now, I'm not going to stop and put it around my wrist, but it's a way that it's going to connect from your ring finger to your wrist. And it does have a lobster claw clasp and an extender in case you have a chunky monkey wrist like I do. So this is the part for finger. This is the part for wrist. And we're going to start this at just $3. Hopefully y'all will be able to see it here. Oops, I got the tablecloth on. So here's the wrist part. Here's the clasp with extender. Here's the ring part.
How fun, Belle.
For some people, it might be alternative. For some people, it might be bohemian. For some people, it might be cutting edge. All just depends on your perspective. And y'all let me know what you might like to see tonight. I am always taking requests. Sorry, Katie. Sorry. You could have sung with me. Okay, last call on this one then. And now to eat the goodness. Oh, I'm so glad. It's always so fun to eat something you made yourself. Just like to display something that you made yourself. It always has extra meaning. Although my mother would say, it looks so pretty. I hate to cut into the cake or cut into whatever she made. But somehow when my dad would like cook a rack of ribs, he never said that. Never thought twice about it. He's like, quick, let's carve it up and dig in. Okay, I'm going to wait, I wanted to pick. I'm pick jealous now. Okay. Next, let me show this cute little makeup set. Well, it's a makeup brush set. So these are going to be $2. And look how many brushes you get. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a set of 8 brushes for only $2 starting bid. That is a ton of brushes. They're all brand new, and you'll see there's lots of different types, from powder brushes to blush brushes. You've got mascara brushes, lash brushes, eyeshadow, eyeliner brushes, you name it, brushes and brushes and brushes.
Maybe this is for you, that you need a set of brushes when you travel, or just to keep it at work or in your purse, Or maybe you know someone, like Belle said, that's starting to wear makeup and needs a set of brushes to help them get started.
Also, this would be a great size for your purse because a lot of the upscale makeup brands don't come with brushes. So, therefore, in addition to having makeup in your purse, you also need some makeup brushes in your purse to put it on with or to touch it up with.
And Jane is right. It's an incredible deal because makeup brushes can be so expensive on their own.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate you, Colleen. So sweet. For those of y'all that don't know, I love the food pics. That's why there's a whole food category to my Discord, just so I can see what y'all are eating and have a little food. And I'm okay with food envy. And I'm okay with snow jealousy and all the things that I like, but either I can't experience or can't afford. I love to live vicariously through the pictures. So if you ever want to make me happy, you don't have to buy me a gift. You don't have to compliment me with nice words. Just send me pretty pics, and that will bring smiles and appreciation from my heart. Okay, anybody for this great makeup brush deal? If not, I'm going to show these at Colleen's clothing sale because Katie, surprisingly enough, Colleen's clothing sale also includes accessories and makeup and other things. So I'm sure makeup brushes would count in the makeup column, but I thought I would show a few here tonight just in case.
I think
You
that would
never
be
know, our
something that
audience
would
might
fit
like
in just
it.
right.
Okay, we're gonna pass on these. All right, here is the next item. Let me open it up because it is brand new. Well, now that we're turning off the air conditions and the fans, you know what that means it's time to do? It's time to clean them. So I've been going through today, since there's nothing to run, don't need to run the air, don't need to run the fan. And I kept one of these for me. And I've been going through the vents because all of your air conditioning has vents, both the vents that it comes out of, the return air vents, cleaning all the fans because I think I have a fan blowing on my bed, a fan that blows here when I'm broadcasting, and a couple of others in the packaging area. And I've been cleaning out everything. And you could even clean the vents in your car with these, although I have a separate one there. So this is going to be just $2. And it is a great solution for cleaning. So you just spread it apart and it will pick up everything. These are covered with a fabric that is like a dust magnet.
And cleaning your vents is always a great thing to do, maybe before you turn on your heater for the winter, if you haven't done it already, just to make sure all the air is coming through the right way and it's working like it should.
Yeah, the best time for maintenance is when you're in between the seasons. And all that work you'd normally be doing on your yard, since the yard hopefully is taking a little break while it's changing over, you can spend that extra time on the inside of your home.
And Jane put in a great idea in the chat. Maybe you have a small fan that sits on your desk or a small fan that sits in an office that you just need to clean the inside out of. That could be a great choice for this too.
Okay, I love that. That's wonderful. Okay, we're going to pass on this thing. Okay, $2 for choice. I have an entire 5-pack of hooks. So these hooks, you can, they have an adhesive on the back. You just take the adhesive off and you stick it to any surface. If you want to stick it to your refrigerator, if you want to stick it to a locker, if you want to stick it on the side of a piece of furniture. However, I'll tell you, I have one of these on the side of my trash can. And I'm like, and I know you're like, why would you do that? And this is where I hang. I have a little contraption that I put the spare bags from grocery stores that still give bags. And I hang all the bags there because I reuse those bags as my trash bags. So I also have some of these on the side of my hamper. And that's where I put either items that have to air out a little bit, that might be a little wet, like a sock or something that I sweat in before I put it in the hamper. I also have some on the other side that I dangle the netted wash bags that you put, you know, like your delicate bras and so forth in. So I find these little hooks to be so handy to just remove the bag and push them onto things. And obviously, you're not going to hang a cast iron skillet with these, but items that are light, but you want to have handy are great. Now, if this two-tone of green and sage isn't for you, if you're saying, I need more colors because maybe my kids want to hang up their little stuffed animals, or maybe my kids need to hang up things. Well, this one has lots of different colors. So $2 for choice. You can pick the multicolor or the greens.
I was thinking the same thing, to be able to hang up your delicates when they're wet after you wash them. Or maybe you are tight on space and this is somewhere to hang up your necklaces after you take them off at the end of the day.
That's a great idea too, to use it for lightweight jewelry. I like that a lot. You could also use this in the bathroom to hang up your loofah or your bathing sponge as well, because it'll need a little place to drip dry.
Or
Well, this has
maybe,
been such a fun auction tonight. I want to thank Jane for running the chat. I want to thank Katie for clicking on the link and spontaneously co-hosting. I want to thank Rainbow for coming in once she got home and making the list. I want to thank all of my members whose names are in green, who sent me their monthly membership to support my tiny little channel. But I also want to thank even just those who stop by to say hey, to chat. That just helps the auction to be so much more fun and to make it more of a social event and not just a buying event. I want to remind everybody that I have a poll on my YouTube community page because I want to have part 2 of my stationery auction since it was cut short. And you have 2 different opportunities. You have an afternoon time where we will be finished and then raid over to Colleen's birthday party. Or instead of my Sunday snack auction, we can take a break from snacks for just 1 week and have stationery instead. So when the broadcast is over, y'all be sure to go over there. There's no wrong. I also want to remind you that I'm going to invoice and do my packing on Wednesday, Thursday. So if for some reason you need to add something or delay because you're out of town, let me know before I pack your box because it's only in my way once I get the box packed. So let me know. And also, once the broadcast ends, please, oh, please leave a comment. Lately, I haven't been getting very many comments, and the comments really help the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you to everybody. I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless you all. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.